Information: I do not own this picture. I will leave a link where you can find it, and you can do what you want with it. Now let's get on with the video. Hello everyone, Blue Mask here, and today we're doing Deku as a Jedi. Now to understand this story, Izuku Midoriya, Izuku's mother, is a Sorry, got distracted. Izuku Midoriya is a former Jedi. She is, Plo Koon's, one of his, oldest Jedi. Youngling. She was Plo Koon's Padawan. She became master, but retired after a while. She left the order and she went to planet Earth. Instead of Hishashi, Inko attracted All Might. They got a son that she named Izuku Yaki, and Inko's name is Inko-Yaki. Instead of, Izuku Midoriya. So, one day when she knows that Izuku doesn't have a quirk, her son is a part of the Force, she called Plo Koon, giving him the route to planet Earth. She had to land outside of a forest so she can give her young son to him to train in the Force. All Might noticed the weird behavior of Inko. It took a week for her to get to the planet. A week passed by, and when All Might went back, Inko and Izuku wasn't home. Hours went by, they were not there. He went to search for him, calls his hero friends to try to find them. One of them spots Inko 2 cities over. It looked like she had walked over there. It took some few hours, but yeah. All Might arrives there to find Inko talking to a weird-looking orange man with some kind of rope. They looked like they were talking, and Inko, what All Might saw, handing over Izuku. All Might screamed to stop right there. Inko looked back and looked at her master and bowed and say that he has to leave. This life on planet Earth is not to Izuku. He has to be in the galaxy. Far, far away. All Might ran over there, but was stopped by Inko. She pretended having a kind of telekinetic quirk, but being part of Force and the Force being strong in this, part of the world, stopped All Might and the rest of the hero. They hear Plo Koon talking in Japanese. Inko and Plo Koon has come in contact. Years ago, she didn't tell him to come. He had to learn Japanese to more understand what she's saying sometimes. He talks in a broken Japanese voice, but still good, saying, "Thank you, my young Padawan." Or they can't understand Padawan. He says, "Good, see you later, my Kilvidule. I hope they don't do a great punishment to you." Inko bows and says, "To you, my master. Please, go." Plo Koon bows and goes into his ship, flying off. They have not seen that, and Ingo had destroyed her ship, crashing it to the bottom of the ocean before coming here, splitting her ship. They see the ship leaving the orbit or the upper atmosphere on Earth and leaving the planet, disappearing with his son. All Might is furious, but he can't move. Inko walks over to him and tells him that Izuku is not part of this world. He has to be out there in the galaxy where she comes from. She's not planet Earth. Planet Earth. She is from another planet. Let's say Naboo. A planet called Naboo. All Might says it's preposterous. No one has done that. But Inko said, "Was there any record of me? I am a year younger than you, but there's no record of me. I'm only 46 and you're 56. Inko left where the ship was into the forest and disappearing, releasing All Might and the heroes. When they ran after her, she disappeared on the rendering of the Earth. All Might looked into records, and yes, Inko appeared, 12 years ago. Izuku was, 4, so Plo Koon walked with Izuku. They have spoken before over a hologram when All Might wasn't there. So Izuku trusts him. They were in the Jedi Temple when to the Force, it was the same level as his mother. He was trained over the years in the Jedi Temple with a certain someone, Ahsoka Tano, his best friend, as she called her, with another Padawan. You know her. I don't remember her name, so I don't mind. Years went by, and they become Padawans when the Clone Wars started. The Jedi decided to send the both of them to Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi had to have another Padawan, for the council, so Izuku was the new Padawan of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka is a Padawan to Anakin Skywalker. They arrived on the planet, both of them, and walks out. Izuku wearing what he's wearing, and Ahsoka is wearing what she wore in the first one. When they said they are the new Padawans to both of them, they ask who is to who. Izuku pointed at Obi-Wan Kenobi and says he is the new Padawan of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ahsoka pointing at Skywalker or Anakin, saying that she is the new Padawan of Anakin. Anakin refuses, and the same thing happened in canon. Izuku is staying with Obi-Wan Kenobi this whole time, fighting some droids and everything else. When the whole thing shenanigans, and Anakin finally admitted to Ahsoka as his Padawan, both of them in the Legion of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, both is getting closer and closer. But still, they go on different mission and everything else. But they keep in contact as friends. Izuku is learning Obi-Wan's Kenobi style of fighting and making his own. But Izuku feels kind of weird with just one lightsaber, so he looks into different kind of lightsaber hilts. Different. Finding a lightsaber to him. Now give me a minute, I need to find a unique lightsaber. This is what Izuku made. A small lightsaber the same size as his own, but the lightsaber color is of course green. He made an extra handle to handle like a tonfon. I think it's called. Yes, a tonfon. He didn't know how to use it, but a small thing is pulling him to a certain place. A place where Plo Koon used him to tell of his mother's home, where she were, and his homeworld, where he was born. Izuku asked to get the coordinates to his planet. He thinks that the new lightsaber he has can help him there to find out how to use it. He has two lightsabers, a normal one, like in the picture, and his tonfon lightsaber. He travels to this planet and hides, his ship. No one saw him coming, so no one knew. He feels another force wielder and goes to that pole, finding a green-haired woman living in a cabin, a 2-story cabin, like a mansion in the forest. She sees him, she sees the ship in the forest and walks out. 10 minutes later, he arrives, spotting the beautiful woman that Plo Koon always told him was his mother. She ran down. He could remember her and her voice still. They embrace and they catched up. She told her that his father, Tsushinori, was angry about her giving him... Oh, sorry if that was close. I forgot the mic was there. She said his father, Tsushinori, is angry because she gave Izuku away from him. He's still looking for her. Looking for a green-haired woman. He said alright, but he needs something. He shows him his new lightsaber. She recognized it as a tonfon, a planet Earth, martial arts weapon. She doesn't have anything to train, so he goes out and gets some information. He's on planet Earth for a month. All Might, in the meantime, trying still to find Inko. Finds out a mysterious green boy has appeared to buy some books with some money that looks like Inko. They track him down where he is. He goes into a forest, and the heroes go there, finding the 2-story cabin and a ship near the house. Inko and Shizuku feels the heroes are there, and they walked out. Inko did first, All Might spotting her and ask where she has been and why didn't she return after so long. No, fuck, that's not it. All Might yelled at her, saying that she betrayed his trust, giving his son away to that man, that creep of a quirk, he calls him. Angry that she did that. Inko just said that Izuku didn't belong there. he belonged to the other inner worlds of the galaxy they're in, or a nearby galaxy that she traveled to, that she come from, what she said. All Might didn't believe her, and another figure walks out, looking like Inko and little bit about All Might. All Might seeing this boy and asking who the hell he is. He's saying that he is Izuku. Well, his name is Izuku, but he doesn't have a last name. He's the son of Inko. All Might realized that this is his son. He asked if he can remember him, but he said no. He couldn't remember, someone like him. He remembered a smaller version of him. Still buffy, but not as strong, and more, how he looks now. All Might says to come with him to the police station, that he has to, go back to this society. Izuku refused, saying he has to go back to his galaxy. The galaxy his mom comes from. He has to return there to, fight in a war that his Jedi Order is a part of. He didn't understand. Izuku is a quick learner, so Plo Koon taught him a little bit of Japanese. He's still getting taught by Inko in private, without Izuku knowing, because he didn't want to see that attachment growing to a person he never met. So he learned Japanese, and not great, but Inko taught him some few words. Did. He picked it up pretty easily in that month. All Might walks over to him, but Izuku draws a metal weapon looking like a tonfon. All Might saying that he doesn't have to fight his own son, that please come with him, they have to get him back to his home. He said no, that he has to return. Activating, the tonfon, making a light. He asks what the hell is that. He's saying this is his weapon, the lightsaber tonfon. All Might saying that's ridiculous, but Izuku picks up some of the earth with the force. They think it's telekinetic, but when he throws up and it lands on the glowing part of the tonfon, please correct me, I don't know, I'm saying it correct, it cuts clean through. It looks like it's melted the rock at that place he cut. People are getting scared, and he deactivated, walking towards his ship. He asks his mom if she want to go with him back to the galaxy, just to be at the Jedi Temple. Nothing more, nothing less. She agrees. Nothing here is worth Inko's time anymore. All Might saying that she has to go to jail to letting a man kidnap his son, and his son have to go there. When the people try to move in, both of them block them with the same technique. All Might is begging them, Izuku to stay with his dad to learn the planet Earth. Izuku explained that on this planet, people are corrupt by a power that all is born with. He was not born, so he doesn't belong on this planet. He says that the Hero Commission is corrupt, that no one can fix it. That before he can say that he's his dad, he has to fix the corruption in the Hero Commission. He leaves planet Earth with his mother. But we all know that the Jedi Order is pretty fucking corrupt itself, so he's kind of a hypocrite. When he returns, he trains with, well, Obi-Wan Kenobi. His mother is stating into training the young Padawan. Izuku is getting looser by hanging out with more Ahsoka and Obi-Wan, not being strict. And, well, Obi-Wan is kind of appreciating about this. Kind of not being strict to the Jedi Order, code, and everything else. He is a master, that's true, but he is training. Now, the months and, well, sometimes go by when, fuck. Give me a second. A few months went by and, well, when the Republic is calling for, well, the money problem and the civilian death and everything else, when Ahsoka and Padme goes to a separatist, Izuku joins them. Because he doesn't want his friend to be outed and killed. They goes to a neutral planet and Izuku hides his lightsaber in a wooden case. He made them both out of, well, tauntaun's to hide that one of them is a normal lightsaber and one of them is a tauntaun, hiding in his cloak. They go, oh shit, the mic is close to me, good. They goes to the neutral planet and goes to a separatist planet. They get confronted and the separatist friend of Padme, well, gets them out of that situation and they goes to our house. Shedding off a cloak and everything else, two friends catch up. Ahsoka tried to be critical of, well, the Senate, but Izuku got countered some of his friends' kind of accusation, saying that some things people can't change, Ahsoka. You have to learn that. And some things in this, well, the separatist area could be different in our view and their view. To them, Jedi are a bad guy. Remember that. Yes, my young man. Fuck, that's not a verse, right? I played that by accident. Okay. Ahsoka calls everything out and Izuku kind of responds to some of them. The woman gives her response and Izuku tells her, "Alright, Ahsoka, let's go cool off your engines." But no. Fine young man you are. Wait, shit. No, never mind. They go outside, meeting the separatist's son. What the fuck was his name? Lux Panteri. They go outside to the courtyard where Izuku likes plants. Izuku says, "Please just calm down, Ahsoka." What the fuck was this? Fuck, never mind. They walks down the stairs, seeing a boy. The separatist woman, or Padme's friend, said that she had a son. She asked if they are Jedi. They responded, yes, but they're not here to fight. They're just here so Padme can talk to her friend. He says that isn't Jedi a bad guy? And Ahsoka responded, do they look bad? Do they look evil? He says, no. Then she said, okay. No, but he doesn't look bad either. Okay, that was kind of low. What do you mean? Oh, my name is Izuku. You can just call me that. I don't have a last name. Do you not know your family name? I know what my father is, but there's nothing to talk about him. Izuku says if he does mind, he's just sitting over there. Please don't let any droids just come in and just kill us. He said the droids is just outside and doesn't actually come in. There's not a lot of droids in the palace, so they'll be safe. He said alright and sits down near a pond, meditating. Ahsoka is just sitting behind him, just braiding his hair like they used to do. Izuku has grown his hair long, so she just likes to braid it. The boy walks over and asks Ahsoka a lot of questions about the Jedi and what they think. She said that some of the Jedi are, peaceful, wanna create peace, but some things are not right, and she can see that. But the Jedi is the Jedi, supposed to be peace, yada yada yada. He had the boy, what the fuck was his name? Lux asked Izuku a question. So, I sees that Ahsoka, correct? Yes. I see Ahsoka having her lightsabers, but I don't see yours. Izuku is in his trance and Ahsoka says, just giving a minute. A minute later, Izuku responds, I am sorry for that, but I was kind of meditating. He pulls out his tauntaun's and he asks, what are those weapons? He just throws them in the air and the covers come off, showing a normal lightsaber and a tauntaun lightsaber. He says this weapon is kind of from his own world, showing the tauntaun. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. Please say if I say it wrong. Just laugh at me if I say it wrong. Saying that it calls practice. He asked if he could use it. He said, no, not the lightsaber. That could kill you. He gave his cover, saying it's, can hit and hurt people. He gave him and say how to hold it and how to attack. He tries to use it and it's kind of fun to him. Finally, Padme, Ahsoka, and Izuku left this planet back to the Republic. When the Senate voted to stop the war, create peace, Izuku had a tinklet or a feeling to go down to the reactor. He doesn't know why, but he does, giving the permission from the Jedi Order, saying that he has a odd feeling that something is gonna be wrong. He was in the reactor when he went outside and sees some droid coming on two sides. He pushes 3 droids off the railing on the other side so it couldn't come in, and destroying the rest on the other. He crushes the falling robots, finding out and feeling that was a bomb. The vote is going on, and they created peace with the separatist. Palpatine, or Doc Sidious, is kind of confused why the plan didn't work. He asked one of his loyal guards to go down there, saying that his blue hand, the right hand man, the blue person he has with him all time, asked him to go down there. He went down there to see a Jedi just standing there. He asked what he was doing, saying he had a bad feeling and he's just being here to look at the things. He asked why he did that, and he says it's just a checkup on the reactor to the power. He says okay, and he leaves, informing Palpatine that a Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi, was in the reactor, so he stopped the bombing. Months went by with this, allegiance, creating peace and quiet. But Palpatine tried to go into, one of the separatist planets. The separatists see this as an act of aggression, but some Jedi... No. A few weeks after, the peace talk, they says that to make it simply, they need someone from the Republic to the Senate or the Separatist Council to communicate, and the Separatists to the switch places. Palpatine, trying to send one of his puppet leader, the Jedi, informed that 2 of their Jedis could represent the Senate. They agree with into the word, and they send Izuku Midoriya and Ahsoka Tano to this to be their knighthood, the trial to knighthood. They have to be there for 2 years to be replaced by another Jedi. The peace went by when the Jedi found out about, they found about Palpatine. He tried to convince Anakin, but because Ahsoka is not out of the order, he contacted her, and the both of them, because his school was there, tell him to inform the Jedi Order, but don't goddamn leave the Jedi Temple. Please. Because Anakin is not, more lost, Palpatine was discovered, and the Senate voted a new Senate, or new thing. The Separatists went on and on over the years. Finally, Obi-Wan kind of make a secret relationship to, who, and Izuku and Ahsoka over the years grew closer and finally were a couple. The years went on and on until this. This is what I think, in my story, what Izuku will change in the story. So, if you're kind of confused why Izuku was at the reactor in the, well, when they were voting on making peace, I wanted to see what if Izuku was in the Star Wars, but interrupted, the bombing of the vote. Because Izuku saw something was wrong in the force, so he went down there, protected the people, and the vote could go on. Palpatine will be discovered because he's doing these dumb action that the Separatists hate. So he was thrown out of power, then he was discovered. And Deku, being in the Separatist side, couldn't help his master. Palpatine got killed. Deku, being kind of friendly with Ahsoka and Izuku couldn't help him because it will be weird when he just leaves. So yeah. And because I don't explain, the My Hero Academia world in this, just to visit with Izuku being there for a month and 4 years. And if you want to know what happened to Inko, she just died natural death. So did the others. Jedi Order gets not political, yada yada yada. Now this is where I'm gonna end the video. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful time. Bye-bye. I forgot to say, see you later. Sexy people. Bye-bye.